Hello everyone, it's Alana Leilani, your potato queen, here with a vlog. And today, let's talk about sex and cosplay. Now this is a whole spectrum of topics, which I'll be happy to expand upon in the future. Right now I want to talk about a couple of matters that I think are important. Now you may notice this next coming weeks there's going to be a few more vlogs than usual, and it's not because, you know, I totally didn't plan ahead of time and overbooked myself with 4 shows and 2 cons in the next 2 weeks. No, it's not what happened at all. It's just... Okay, I'm a little overbooked, but I love you guys and I just want to talk to you, so... Okay, I'll stop. Anyway, so this is I know no matter what I say, it's going to be a controversial subject, talking about sex, cosplay, women's rights, social scenes, mainstream, blah blah blah. People are going to hate some things I have to say, some people are going to agree. That's just life, and I hope we can all be mature people. And if you disagree with me, please reasonably voice your opinions below, so I can learn, and perhaps we can engage in a conversation. We both walk away with something valuable. If you just like post stupid, shitty hate comments, then whatever. Waste your time. I don't care. My BFF Joe. But the biggest one I want to talk about, or not the biggest one, but the first one I'm going to talk about, is people seem to have a real issue conflating a sexy person with a sexy cosplay. You'd be like, what do you mean by that? That doesn't make sense. Okay. So, some people find me a very sexually attractive woman. And you know, like, thanks. But just because you find me a sexually attractive woman doesn't mean that all of my cosplays are sexy. So like for example, I cosplayed Flame Princess, which I may or may not edit a photo in now. Some people are calling this sexy Flame Princess, and I don't see in any way I try to convey sex appeal with that costume. You know, some people don't like it because the hair or whatever. I love this costume. It was my first step into fancier cosplay, but I don't see sex anywhere in that. It wasn't meant to be sexy. I don't want you to take it as sexy. It was just supposed to be Flame Princess, who I love. And I feel like you can tell a real difference between a cosplay that I try to present sexily and a sexy cosplay. For example, My Lady Rainicorn. There is a lot of boob there, but it's not sexy. It's hopefully beautiful. Like, hopefully you think I made a very dynamic shape and that it looks very impactful. But I wasn't going for sex appeal there. I just have to make, you know, my top a little too short, but still, that wasn't, none of my poses are sexual, it's just not a sexy cosplay. Then you take other ones on my cosplay, like my Aphrodite, or my Celeste, those are sexy cosplays. You kind of see the difference? I'm like, not sexy cosplays, sexy cosplays. There's definitely a difference there. You could be like, Alana, why is this even an issue? So what? People think you're attractive. Well, it becomes an issue with how they're tagged. Because my Flame Princess got shared to quite a few different sites, because, you know, I worked at New York Comic Con, so some of them are tagged sexy cosplays. And this is an underage character from a show, mainly meant for kids, although it's brilliant and adults can watch it. I didn't want people thinking I was sexualizing that character, and also I didn't want people to sexualize that character when it was on my body. Like, it's fine if someone else makes a sexy Flame Princess cosplay, go do your thing. I disagree, but to take my work and turn it into, like, sexy, it bothered me. And I feel like a lot of women have this happen. I know there was this one woman who has just a fantastic derriere, just magnificent, and she made this, I can't remember what the cosplay was now, but, I wish I could. I just only remember the incident happening. And it was just, she was covered from head to toe. It's just, you could tell she had a great derriere. And I think it was like someone from Pokemon, I can't remember. But point being, the costume wasn't sexy at all, and she very much was like being sweet and motherly, and I remember that. And all the people were posting, I was like, how sexy she was and how it was a sexy cosplay, and I got posted to these sexy sites, and she didn't want it to be that way. And so I just think you need to differentiate between the two. Also, a lot of people give cosplayers shit for making sexy versions, when sometimes it's just not a sexy version. You just literally think the person's sexy, therefore anything they put on their body is sexy, and so It's not a huge issue, but it's just something I wanted to bring to light because there is a difference between being a sexy person and wearing a cosplay and wearing a sexy cosplay. I hope that makes sense. Not a huge issue, just something I thought I would touch on because a lot of people just seem to conflate those two, and they're different. They're separate. Boob thing. Alright. The second thing I wanted to talk about is sexual cosplays. First of all, there's nothing wrong with cosplaying sexy. There just isn't. I've done it, everyone's done it. If you want to, do it. If you don't want to, there is nothing wrong with that. Do not feel pressure to do it. But my issue comes in when... Alright, back that up a minute. I am a firm believer in not telling anyone how to cosplay as long as they're not breaking laws or purposefully intentionally hurting other people. So this next part comes with a caveat. I don't want to tell people how to cosplay, but I think it is wrong to sexualize and sexy cosplay underage characters. And you can say they're all grown up, you could say you grew them up, you can say you're a future version of them, but I just... I don't like it. And I'm not going to impose my morals on other people, but I do think it's something you need to think hard about if that's what you want to endorse. Like, when I see sexy Powerpuff Girl cosplays, I don't know, I get squicked out. But lots of people love it, so maybe this is just my personal hang-up, but I do encourage you, if you are doing a sexy cosplay of a kid thing, and it's not on a protected site or anything, and some kid Googles cosplays or Googles images of those kid characters, are they gonna see you? And are you comfortable with that? If you're comfortable with that, then, I know, go have a ball. But like me, I wouldn't want, like, you know, boobs up as Buttercup or, you know, any number of things, because I think of my nieces and I think of, you know, all these little kids who have access to the internet now, and it's creepy to sexualize young characters to me. Like, one popular cosplayer did a sexy Tiny Tina, and again, there's a difference between a sexy person wearing a Tiny Tina costume, and they just happen to look sexy, and someone purposefully sexualizing a Tiny Tina costume. Again, note the difference. Sexy people can cosplay child characters. Sometimes they end up looking sexy because they are sexy, but that's different than intentionally making a sexy cosplay out of a child character. Please keep that distinction in mind. She purposefully sexualized, this popular cosplayer purposefully sexualized a Tiny Tina costume. To me, that was, like, really gross, because, you know, Tiny Tina is not a sexual character. She's underage. And also, Tiny Tina is so magnificent. Why do you feel the need to sexualize her? She's just so great. I love Tiny Tina. But anyways, getting off track. So, I can't tell you not to cosplay, sexy cosplay, underage characters, but I just highly advise you to think of what your actions are doing. If you are okay with that, then go rock your cosplay, but understand that there are results, consequences, ramifications beyond just you looking sexy in that cosplay of a character that's like 7. So please keep that in mind. Alright, and now third, here's a huge one, and one that I'm currently struggling with. It seems, in today's cosplay scene, if you want to get popular, you have to take your clothes off and pose in your undies, or pose naked with either body paint or something. I know of several cosplayers who make less than half of their things, hardly go to any cons. They have over 15,000 likes, and half of their stuff is body paint. Now, I love body paint. I think it's so beautiful. I think it's so crazy how they do that. But, let's face it, it's not cosplay. It's art, and it's amazing. And body paint can be a part of cosplay, but it's not cosplay in and of itself unless you're painting yourself. Like, the one makeup artist who paints herself to look exactly like comic book characters, oh my god, that freaking blows my mind. And technically, I guess I would consider that cosplay because she did it herself, and I don't know if she makes her own outfits, she at least buys the outfits and all of that. But, these cosplayers, an artist paints them, and all they do is pose. It's still work. Posing is hard, photo shooting is hard, being still for that long while someone paints in all your nooks and crannies, very dedicated, and I admire everyone who does it. It's just when that's more than, or when that's at least half of the content you're putting out, it's not really cosplay, and it does convey the image that you have to be sexy, you have to take your clothes off, you have to do these things in order to be popular. And now there is nothing wrong with them. I don't want people to say, think I'm saying, oh, if you do this, you know, you're bad, you're a bad person, you're sexualizing people, blah, blah, blah. It's not that. It's just, it's too prevalent. Let's just name some of the big ones. Yaya Han, she has lingerie shoots. Jessica Negri, she has lingerie shoots. Jessie Pridemore, Rufflebot Cosplay, she's so cool, but she's done lingerie shoots. She actually stopped, and she made a whole post about it because of the attention she was getting, and her interactivity and the amount of click-throughs dropped by such a huge percentage when she stopped doing cheesecake stuff. She's happier with the content she's putting out now, but there's no denying that her stopping the cheesecake, or at least a large percentage of it, really killed her growth, which is fucking ridiculous. Why are you here for just tits and ass? You should be here for tits, ass, excellent costume skills, funny personality, and cool shit. Like, it should be a miasma of things. If you're just here for the TNA, how shallow are you? And sorry, I don't mean to attack you directly, whoever this abstract you is, but if you follow a cosplayer only for their looks and not their talent and not their personality and not for the entertainment you get from them, grow up. Alright, so those are just 3 things in the very long list of what we could talk about for sex and cosplay. If you have any particular issues that you want to talk about, or you want me to talk about, give my opinions on, post them below. I'll be happy to go into cosplay is not consent, fake geek girls, whatever issues. I mean, there's literally a million to talk about. I am very open about talking about sex, sexualizing things. I'm very opinionated, of course, everyone knew that. But I'm very open to discuss. If you disagree with me, I would like to know why. I would like to know your reasoning. And then I'll discuss with you. I'm very open to discourse. Again, if you want to just write hate comment and like, lol, fat, you suck, I mean, then I'm not going to respond, because that's a waste of my time and yours. So, yeah, grow up. But anyways, I hope you have a great rest of the week. Please be safe. Bye.
Thank you so much for watching, and if you'd like to see more of my work in cosplay, feel free to follow my Facebook page at facebook.com/thealanaleilani. And if you like this video, feel free to drop a comment or like it, or even better yet, subscribe. Other than that, I hope you're safe and you have a great day. Bye!